तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है, तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है। मिले न स्वर्ग में वो सुख लुटाने वाला है, तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है।
So faith in Baba, faith in Rama will help me to be carefree. And we have the example of Brahma Baba. Now Brahma Baba, he had so much responsibility. Because you may have responsibility of one job, one family. Brahma Baba had responsibility of, in Yajna there were 300 people. And you know that at one time the situation was such that there was no money, beggary part, not enough food. Was he worried any day? Not a single day he was worried, because he had full faith. They are Baba's children, Baba will look after them. Even the morning, when there was no money, no atta, the cook came and told Baba, or treasurer came and told Baba, Baba, no money, no atta. How we are going to feed lunch today? Baba said, Baba remained stable and unshakable. He didn't panic or worry or something and what will happen. He said, okay, wait until 10 o'clock when post arrives, and in the post there was money, they could feed 300 children. So that was the situation, because even in 2 hours, in few hours he had to feed 300 people, he wasn't worried. And we worry because I and mine, isn't it? When there is ego, I and mine, then there is worry. If I transfer I into Baba, it's Baba's.
देख कर जग वाले पर यकीन नहीं क्यों कर होगा, तुझे देख कर जग वाले पर यकीन नहीं क्यों कर होगा, जिसकी रचना इतनी सुंदर वो कितना सुंदर होगा, वो कितना सुंदर हो।
Om Shanti. Transform the old sanskars and perform the dance of harmonizing sanskars. Go beyond the consciousness of mind. Old matters, old sanskars should be experienced to be something of the past. Let all name and trace of them finish. For this, first, be beyond with your intellect. Second, be beyond with your sanskars. Go beyond even the consciousness of this is my sanskar. Go beyond the thought, I think. Where you use the word I, remember Bab Dada. When you think, this is my understanding, remember Srimad. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to our Vyakti Parivar. Today is day 16. Transform the old sanskars and perform the dance of harmonizing sanskars. Today's topic: go beyond the consciousness of mind. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Okay, everyone is well. Our wellness is our progress. Improvement, transformation, progress. And that is what is my wellness, right? Not just okay, but better. That's what Baba gives us: homework, practice, exercise, whatever we call it. It's very, very interesting that Baba wants us to go beyond I and mine. So how to make it practical? And how do I know that I am practicing soul consciousness enough, or even if I am doing or not? I think that when we practice soul consciousness, then the eternal qualities of the soul will be more evident and will be the nature of the soul. Because our nature depends on soul consciousness. Can you stay peaceful all the time? Is your percentage of purity increasing? Take any quality. If it's more visible, whether in your personal life or in relationship with others, that means you are practicing soul consciousness. And I was thinking that amongst ourselves, those who live together during traffic control, if we just not remind, or maybe remind each other, we have to practice soul consciousness. And we take maybe 10 qualities and take one in every traffic control, that I am a loveful soul. Just 3 minutes practice. Then I am a peaceful soul. So like this, take a quality of the soul, practice for a few moments, and we will see, instead of doing in the morning and then in the evening and then I forget all day. Or I do remember often, but not necessarily regular and consistent. So just thought came in my mind, we can experiment today, reminding each other of which quality are we taking. So we can try this practice. Because with the practice, when the stage will be created, then it's not only I is transformed, but you're going beyond mine also. If self is not transformed, then mine will also not go. It will remain all the time. So let's experiment. And it says that be beyond the consciousness of I, consciousness of mind. Old matters. Now, if the consciousness is changing, then the symptoms you see, old matters, old sanskars, should be experienced to be something of the past. Many times we try to remember even what happened in the morning or noon, we don't remember. And it should be like that, right? So Baba said, let all the name and trace of this, no, all the name and the trace should finish. And for this, be beyond first with your intellect. Because shouldn't keep coming back. This happened, this one said this happened, this one said, So that means we are accumulating. But beyond with your intellect, to go beyond with your sanskars, go beyond even the consciousness of this is my sanskar. Go beyond the thought, I think. Where the word I comes, remember Bab Dada. When you think this is my understanding, then remember Srimad. So it's very, very useful, and this is the first lesson and the last one. First lesson we learned is I am soul. And the last lesson is perfection is 100% awareness. And you are free from all attachment. No simriti labda nashtoma. If you are fully in the awareness of who am I, there won't be any attachment. We try to be free from attachment without empowering our consciousness of I. So then struggle, lot of struggle. Sometimes attachment with body appears, sometimes relationship, different things emerge. But if we really want to be just alaukik and free from all the attachments, we have to increase the practice of soul consciousness. Now, what has happened, especially for old ones, they think, oh, I am doing enough practice, right? Or I have become that. But as I said, if you have become that, then your sanskar should be of eternal nature, original nature. So I feel we should do it properly, 24 hours. And if you will feel good, you would want to continue. As I said, this is very, very important. I definitely feeling very inspired that we will do that so that we can go beyond. We could be free from attachment. Then no effort. And there is accomplishment. No, Baba says that you can get siddhi if there is vidhi. So if I practice, this is the method, then automatically the stage will be such. So we all collectively keep aim to go beyond I and mind. All the conflicts will end, internal and external. Okay. Om Shanti.
Good morning. Happy Satguruvar, Sister Mohini. Good morning, good evening, good whatever it is for you during the day. Avyakti Parivar. Hello. Guess where I am? I'm sitting right next to Didi here in beautiful Avyakti Parivar in Shantivan. And today is the day of the Satguru. And today's Avyak signal is very interesting. And of course, tomorrow we're going to be listening to Baba's transmission. So the practice of today is actually going to prepare us to receive from Baba tomorrow. Sister Mohini, you have been here now for what, 3 weeks?
1 month.
1 month. And this idea of soul consciousness, do you feel after being here for a month, after being out of the environment of New York, which is a very different environment than Shantivan, do you think your soul, the soul that you are, is calling of you to be something that is more elevated? Do you think there's a call from deep within your soul to manifest something that is extremely elevated that would help you serve at this point of time in the yagya and in the world?
It's very interesting to compare the two types of environment. One is of New York and one is Shanti one. And like we know what is outside in the world in New York, we know that we are sitting in the old world, and especially there in any other country, we hear more news of what is happening between other countries, like war news and all these conflicts. And then a time comes where Baba wants you to be beyond that, but still when you are in Shantivan, to maintain Shanti, right, you have to be really peaceful. You have to be kind of using the knowledge appropriately so that not only you are peaceful, but any situation which comes, our thinking, our speaking, our power to discern should be appropriate. So the functioning and the responsibility practice becomes completely different level. Mm-hmm. I think which we all will have to, pass those tests. Those are higher exams than what in the New York will be. But I just, Baba said, Baba and Drama are two words which are very powerful. Baba's yagya, Baba's children, Baba will do that, Baba will take care, is very often in the awareness, so that you can be detached observer, but also a good actor. You play your part, but also on the other side, you remain very light and victorious. So I see two things completely on a different level. But I also start seeing be here also is very important, not only just what we have to do for yagya, but also how important it is to play part with unlimited divine family and just giving the feeling to everyone of belonging and free from any desires. Many, many things. Yeah, so I must say that it's different and it's essential too.
Playing our parts with the unlimited divine family. Those are very powerful words. And I feel this is where the harmonizing of sanskaras is challenged. It's playing the part with Baba easy, maybe even playing the part with drama. Drama forces us to say, it's accurate. You may not believe in it, you may not accept it, but it's accurate. Playing the part with myself, of course, I'll have those internal struggles, but playing the part with the unlimited family is the challenge. And there are two ways, keeping in mind the Abyak signal, there are two ways I could play my part with the unlimited divine family to harmonize my sanskaras. I could play the part with how do I go beyond my intellect? How do I go beyond my sanskara? How do I go beyond this thought? But I don't know what that means. It's a nice sentence to go beyond, but go beyond what? But most importantly, where am I landing when I go beyond? Where does it take me? Or I notice with you that the way you play your part in the unlimited divine family is it's not how to go beyond my intellect, how to go beyond my sanskara, how to go beyond my thought, but you already are there. You're in this beyond. And from the beyond, the state of being beyond, there's a stage there. And then you act from that stage. So tell us about that. You don't harmonize from the level of struggle but you harmonize from the level of harmony, of unity, of compatibility, of being with Baba, being like Baba.
I always remember whenever we ask Dadi Janki, what is important, service or relationships? But sometimes you are kind of provoked or you are asked to be more proactive in the sense of, why don't you say this? Why don't you correct it? Why don't you enjoy it? And I always see there is a time, there is a way, and if I don't use that, I will put myself not only in conflict, but I won't be successful. So keeping that love, keeping that friendship, keeping that respectful relationship, observing everything, but again, what will remain is respectful for me, in the sense of appreciation from others. So I think that you have to be a senseful, you have to be an example, and that quality in relationship of love shouldn't disappear, because then it will become like, harsh. It will become like there's nothing to enjoy at conferences. So I look at Baba, I look at Yagi, I look at Baba's children and say, let's see how you're doing, and I will follow you. And then every day you hear so many things because it's a big family. There will be, yesterday, few people came to meet me and two had gone from there to USA. So they were saying how much they got in sustenance, and this person was so impressed. She said that one day I wanted to see you in person. And then I realized that what are people? First thing, they want to feel belonging. This is their yagya, this is their. So I was thinking that sometimes we do get focused on certain issues. But if we can really go beyond issues also and see what is my behavior, what is my response, what is my reaction, so there will always be advice, suggestions, you must do this, you must. And I say, but I have to know what I have to do. Whenever I have done something because someone told me, it never worked. I was never comfortable. And then when the reaction comes, I say, but why? I have to hear Baba. I have to hear myself. All the time you hear is what people want this, want. So you have to go. That's where going beyond. One is we are beyond, but then still we have to go beyond. It's like wave after wave. You have to swim over and reach to other shore, So it's very, very rich, very good in a way. And I feel it's needed by all the souls who want to go higher. Those Baba wants them to be responsible for yagya or in golden age both. So we have to look into all deeper aspects of knowledge. So focusing on one's own efforts and one's own, what my role is, I have to play. Director can tell you what to do, but if other actors keep telling you what to do, doesn't sometimes appeal to me. I say, but is this Baba Srimad? Is this way Brahma Baba would have done? Is this way is the right way? So hearing, going beyond, keep acting. So, when you have to reach to your stage of perfection, you have to, like any drama, any game, it goes in extreme. So, but if you start understanding if you're playing a hero part, then everyone is watching. So you have to be extra careful in what you're doing it, how well you're doing. So I asked that person, oh, you have heard a lot. Is there anything which and he was really kind of laughing. So I think we have to show that we are also effort makers, that humility also helps and inspires others that, yeah, like today I'm feeling that this I and my has to be really, and sometimes we hear all that and within 10 minutes we are different. And I kind of feel I need more time, silence, where I can practice these more and then come out and play my part so that there is contentment. Otherwise, you hear after some time, same talk, same behavior, same. That one has to go beyond. And that's what I am practicing.
So I have asked for an appointment with you today. It has to be today, hopefully. And I'm coming to you with some issues. So usually when I would go to Daddy Janki with any issue, the first thing she would say to me, oh, before I could even tell her anything, she would say, let's go into silence. Let's go into Baba's remembrance. And then she would give me drishti, and then we would go into this silence, and then she would say, speak. And then, of course, my entire awareness would change. And the way I would then present the issue to her would be very different. So that is a practice of going beyond, isn't it? So I'm coming to you today, asking for 20 minutes of your time with some very important issues, which you don't know about, but I know. So when I come to you, how would we go beyond what's written on that paper, those 5 or 6 issues, so that I go beyond my intellect, which means what I have discerned and what I think is right and wrong. I go beyond my sanskaras, that is the sanskaras I may have with these different players that the issues are connected to. I would go beyond my thinking, which means I don't overthink a solution. And so how would you then go beyond when I present to you these issues, which you don't know about, but just your stage? How would you go beyond what someone is saying to you so that you then really represent what Baba wants for each and every single soul and each and every single situation of service?
First, of course, we always say, let's have a moment of remembrance or let's go in silence so that intellect is clear from the past, from influences. Like intellect, when it's clear and you are very, neutral in the sense of, okay, let's see what the issue is. So when intellect is clear, then you remember exactly what Baba would have done, what Dadis would have done, or what is right to do. So I think that staying in silence and then intellect being clear, you go beyond everything. And then we say, let's see what is good for souls who are involved, what is good for souls who are, whatever people are involved. Everyone feels beneficial, everyone feels satisfied. But that could happen when intellect is not only clear, but it is with Baba. So when you look at issues, then of course you stay in that peaceful state, and then whatever is the best, it comes out very naturally.
Just Mohini, do you get influenced? Say you had a long relationship with me, and I know that people say, oh, when Gayatri says this is Sister Mohini, Sister Mohini will do what she wants. And now you have Bhumi with you. Whatever Bhumi says to Sister Mohini will do what Bhumi wants. Do you get influenced by us and do what we want? Tell us how you keep yourself clean from the influences of those who play roles with you in a very close way, that you can get influenced by them.
No, because there are two things. One is my responsibility. It's not her responsibility. You know, in the sense of whatever I said, someone might say because of this one, that one. But answers are my responsibility now. So if I have to respond to my responsibility, then I have to be with Baba and say it, so that I could answer in the sense of some logistic things I definitely depend to fix the dates, and some of the things I find too much. So there I will say, okay, discuss with Bhumi if we can go, like Mauritius is doing their 50th. They came with invitation. And so I said, okay, we will discuss. And I have very clear plan. And I'm not talking of that now because it's next year. Who knows, whatever it is. So there are certain things which Bhumi Van will help with, you know, bookings, date. That also I try to see everything. And so I don't know if it's influence or it's a kind of partnership where you work in some of the areas, like I work with you on certain issues. And so there are certain things, definitely, we sit and talk together and then decide. But when it comes to really a relationship, that's me. I decide. Why don't you tell this one this thing? I said, no, I can't. Or even my voice, or I keep to whatever I should be. And I think that majority of the people have that kind of trust and respect.
Right. So, like the last line of the Avyakti signal, whenever you think this is my understanding, think Srimat. So, like when you listen to Bhumi, or you listen to me, or you listen to whoever else is speaking to you, and we have strong personalities, that we could kind of try to influence you with an opinion that we think is valuable. How do you move from this is my understanding of what they're saying to me to this is Srimat? Because that's the delicate kind of going beyond. How could I go beyond the force of someone's understanding that is intended to influence a decision I'm about to make and shift it to Srimat?
A few days ago, 3 main people, we were sitting here to decide on a very major issue. So when they were saying what language, like they were using under the circumstances of war. And I said, we don't need to use word war. Under present circumstances, this person should be. So I realized that my intellect is with Baba, and I'm correcting and I'm giving right words. And so I keep checking. Is it somebody said I'm saying, or is it my conscience is allowing me? But if it's not I, because I keep aim to be with Baba, I keep aim that whatever Baba, through Baba, or the qualities are, I have to use them. If somebody is upset with someone, it's between two, they have their sanskars. And whenever they talk, not like very rough or strong, But even if I hear the complaint and I feel it's both sides, what is triggering in that one? So I never start seeing that person as this one is described by other one. I always still say, but my relationship with that person are good. So I'm not going to spoil it because someone. Some of the things like, okay, we have to print this Maryada book. So they're asking some questions. So internally I will, when I'm clear, I give answers. But some of the questions they ask, very logistic. Then I will say, Bhumi, can you read and explain me what really they want, which I had been doing with you and others also. But what I have to decide, I still take time.
Yeah, I think it's very important. In conclusion, it's very important for the unlimited family to understand how our leaders, our spiritual leaders, such as you and Sister Jayanti and others, make decisions, because sometimes we could think, which we have to go beyond that thinking now, beyond that thought, that you are influenced. And but this is why I'm asking you to explain the process with which you make those decisions. One is at the level of logistics, so you take help from others for the logistics, but when it comes to the Srimat, no one can interfere. It's got to be you and Baba, and what Baba wants for his service and what Baba wants for his children. And that requires this is why I'm asking you the question, a very elevated state of soul consciousness. So the practice perhaps you're asking us to do today is to recognize that soul consciousness isn't about fixing a samskara or dealing with a problem, responding to a problem, but it's to go beyond everything, including what I want from it and what is my even responsibility toward the situation, to go beyond this and just to be in this elevated state of soul consciousness in which there's only Srimat that I'm connected to. In summary, did I
have to set example, right? Others will follow what I do. So I'm very careful in whatever different ways. But there are definitely constantly opinions and advice and all that for everything, I think. So what is right, what should be done. And even I am very strong into certain ways. Whether I have to be peaceful, I have to be love, because it's the soul we're dealing with. It's the real life we're dealing with. We're not just dealing with, So I think that some people come, they have long-term issues. So just listening to them help them. Oh, you heard us. Okay. But if you don't listen and say, avoid them, ignore them, stays on. So I try to kind of, with so many souls, they just come with whatever it is, but I try to hear if Baba can help them. I never feel I can do anything because I know exactly what's their issue. But I say, Baba can help you.
And you also know what's causing the issue inside of them. Yeah. So thank you, Sister Mohini. This is a conversation that we could continue, but it's very beautiful to hear how you are that instrument of Baba in this very elevated role of being Baba's representative of the Brahma Kumaris as one of the leaders. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Very interesting. But this could be with anyone. My physiotherapist comes, let's exercise, let's try. Oh, I don't want to do it now. Let's do just 2 more. But I feel it's useful. Let me do it. So certain things you don't want to do, but still you do, right? Because they are useful. But sometimes you don't, right? So everyone knows you agree, disagree all the time. Right?
So what
Well-
was your slogan? Wellness shows my progress, or progress shows my wellness?
Yeah, she always says, you're exercising better. It shows your strength has increased. You're doing this better. So same spiritually now, as we do physically, you know. Everyone is watching your physical strength, your mental strength, your this strength, that strength, right? It's very, very interesting all the time. But I remain very natural and see what is best, good for everyone. Yeah. Teachers should feel good. Friends should feel good. Everyone should feel good. Okay. Thank you, guys. It was very good. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. So that's a beautiful conversation. And now tomorrow is Thursday in our schedule from Amritvela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. We will be joining Double Foreigners Madhaban online program 8:30 a.m. There will be a class by Brother Brishmanji. Back to Sato Pradhan. So this will be a class by him and we'll connect to his class. And then in the evening, 5 to 6 p.m., English Sakar Murli. Together with that, in breakout room, Awake the Children Murli class, 6 o'clock, but you will start, followed by Bhog offering, then Hindi series and English series. So now let's remember Baba and take Drishti from Didi.
आत्मचिंतन से ही होगा आत्म परिवर्तन। आत्मचिंतन से ही होगा आत्म परिवर्तन। आत्म परिवर्तन करेगा, आत्म परिवर्तन करेगा, विश्व परिवर्तन। आत्मचिंतन से ही होगा। विश्व के कल्याण हित कुछ एक पल को लीजिए। विश्व के कल्याण हित कुछ एक पल को लीजिए। शांत और एकांत मन में ध्यान इतना दीजिए। शांत और एकांत मन में ध्यान इतना दीजिए। हम कौन आए क्यों यहाँ, हम कौन आए क्यों यहाँ, करें आत्म अन्वेषण। परिवर्तन आत्मचिंतन से ही होगा।
Om Shanti.